doobity-doo, the oi, oi, oi. We're the rugby boys, we're the rugby boys. Our mugs are filled to the brim. Our lifestyle is eternal, and rhyming be something we cannot do. Don't come too close, our lifestyle does not exist in the realm of time. Come as what fills up our mugs, we are the rugby boys. Oh, skibbity-bee, da doobity-doo, da oi, oi, oi. Ah, skibbity-bee, da doobity-doo, we are the rugby boys.
What was the language?
Rakadushka, Rakatikatu, Rababata, Uta, Uskata, Ruta.
So what language is that closest to?
Like, what does that sound like to you?
Like, what are you trying to say, or what language does it sound like?
What language does it sound like, if anything?
Something that is extinct or alien.
So no modern
No.
languages.
It could be alien, or
Well, that's what the other one is. It's like Star Wars Alien, just gibberish.
isn't there like a language? Maybe it's African or something, where it's just like
Yeah.
noises like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking crazy.
It's all just
We should learn that one.
weird noises. To be fair, that's what like all language is. There's like
Actually,
just like a lot of Middle Eastern is like it's like
Yeah. Me and Kyler were talking about it last night, because he brought up something. He brought up the sentence, "I'll call you right back," and he said, "What are you really saying there?" He's like, "When you say right, what do you think of?" And so I was like, "Dude, you want to get into this conversation? Because if you want to go down this route, then we have to go deeper, and then every single word you're saying means something completely different, and it's just a fucking noise." Like, so it's almost not even worth getting into when you want to
I'll call you right back.
like right is a. He said, "What's the first thing that comes to your mind when
I'll
you
call
think
you. So I'll call you back. Why? So why do we say I'll call you back instead of like
I will call you again"?
I will call you again, or but if so, you call me, I can't talk. It wouldn't be right for me to say I'll call you again because I didn't call you to begin with.
Yeah, you're right.
So then I will call you in return.
I will call you later.
I'm going to hang up and I will call you immediately when free.
Yeah, right back means immediately.
But
So,
there's
like,
something
that would be
about
like
it
me
being
hanging out-
right back is just not right when you think about it.
The next time you call me, I'm going to say I'll call you right back. I'm going to hang up. I'm going to call you right back because that's what it means. Also,
I'll call you correctly behind.
see, that's the thing though. There's so many meanings to each. That's why it's not even worth talking about. It's not. Why I don't know why I brought it up. Because then you can just go down a rabbit hole that never ends. Because the word right has so many meanings and the word back has so many meanings, and you can't be like, well, this doesn't make any sense. Well, then nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense. How does nothing make sense? Because something has to make sense. It has to be something in order for it to make sense. So I can't even say nothing makes sense. Because nothing is not a thing. Right?
It's just weird that we've all, at least for the most part, established these rules to language that aren't technically correct in a way, or just have multiple meanings. I guess they're not necessarily incorrect. It's just that we have so many words that can be used so many different ways.
Yeah. Like if I were like right. Well, I wonder what right meant at first. Was to say it was a direction, and then someone one day was like, right, and then it became like just an agreement. Also, that doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't they just come up with a whole new word? I guess maybe at first they thought like words were limited, like sounds were limited. I don't know.
Which I guess technically they are, but it's at a much larger scale than I would think that.
Yeah, I don't think I think we could always come up with a new word. Because I could come up with a new word right now and then just put a meaning to it. It doesn't have to sound. It can sound as insane as possible because as long as it keeps getting used over and over, it'll just sound normal.
Garblouche.
Garblouche. What does that mean?
That's what right should have been.
Yeah.
There's left and right directions, and then correct.
Garblouche.
But then correct things. So you don't even need right, because correct exists.
Garblouche.
Garblouche.
Okay, I have a surprise for you again.
Another surprise?
Yeah, I wanted to start off with this.
The gift you gave me last time was so
All I can say is
nice.
Close your eyes and open your mouth. Stay that way.
Do I have to actually close my eyes?
I would.
Are you just gonna come in dressed a certain way again? Is that
Yeah.
you're just giving me gifts of fashion? Chosen one, I'm coming.
All right.
Oh, the SpongeBob shirt.
Yeah.
Where is the tiger print, or leopard print, whatever it was, tracksuit?
Adam has it. I don't know if I gave it to him or if he just has it, but
You need to get it back.
yeah, I mean I could at least borrow it. If I did tell him that he could have it, I could borrow it still.
There's no way he could fit in it. So why does he have it?
It's pretty big though, isn't it?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's like a 3XL or something,
Oh, okay.
or at least a 2XL. I remember.
Yeah, but that means nothing when you're all 6'9".
I don't remember. I remember it being big on me, and perfect also at the same time.
It's big and perfect.
Um,
But didn't Adam put on quite a bit of weight? Is he gonna beat me up for saying this?
Nah. Yeah, he put on weight for sure. Also,
I'm sorry, Adam.
it's okay.
Don't wrap your legs around my neck and choke me out while you hang from the door frame.
That sounded sexual a little bit.
Yeah, well, it always was. A very
Can you see my?
sexual
I chipped my
affair.
tooth yesterday.
Were you eating
Can you see
Oreos?
it?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like crazy.
No, but I was just in a hurry to get on finished so that me and Kyler could do the podcast, and I bit onto the fork. It hurt so bad. But it also I realized, I already talked about this yesterday, but I realized how easy it is to chip a tooth. Like, now it's just gone. It's just a part of me that's like, I'm always going to be like, oh, fuck, that's gone now. It's just crazy.
But it's not. At least it wasn't like a huge chunk. It's like a tiny little.
But it could have, like, maybe next time I do it, maybe next time something happens and it comes off easier because it's already chipped. And then, like, years from now, I'm just losing teeth.
Losing pieces of teeth. You don't lose the whole tooth. You just lose chunks of teeth.
But I think the reality sunk in of, like, this is, like, you know.
You never realized your teeth could be damaged before?
No. But you see old people all the time without teeth and stuff, and I'm like, oh shit, that actually is likely to happen.
But I've got one that I did, like, I fucked up one of my molars probably a year ago.
Yeah.
But it doesn't cause me any trouble that I know of.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet. But
I
it
open
will.
my mouth and there's like worms coming out of my teeth.
But it's not trouble.
There's no trouble. These worms are not very troublesome. What if that's how your dad talked? What if your dad just one day sounded like this? And he never went back to how he spoke before?
I mean, I think at this point, I would be okay with it because it would just be a cool, way to finish off the rest of my father's life.
That's a cool way to go out.
Thanks. I forgot what you were saying.
I already have two. Dad, Aaron, have you checked the mail today? What's the first bullet point?
I watched a video of George St. Pierre. He's a UFC fighter, one of the best in the world, in his peak. And he was talking about how he got into like a run-in with a gorilla hiking, I guess. Like, obviously, he was with a tour guide or something probably.
He
but
talked about how, like, there's nothing, how powerless he would be.
Yeah, like he said that the gorilla came up to him and he kind of just like sit there. I think he said he maybe like crouched down or something to like, I'm not sure. He was probably following directions. And the gorilla turned around and I think bent over and like basically
showed his back.
Yeah, and said basically what he was doing, the gorilla was doing, was putting himself in the most vulnerable position possible and saying to like, there's nothing you can do to me. And it's just funny because I wonder if the gorilla like noticed something in him, like maybe he's like realized he was high up in the human rankings or something. I mean, I could be
I don't think
overthinking
so.
that.
I think that's just, it's either something that they do or they misread the body language. Because that could be a thing that they do, but I've just never heard of gorillas specifically.
Yeah.
Pulling over and gaping their assholes to people just to let them know that even if they tried.
Yeah. Well, it was super interesting to see and to realize even the most badass human on the planet, there's nothing they could do against a gorilla. And it's just crazy to think about because we don't ever encounter gorillas. But like, imagine walking down the street and be like, oh, fuck, dude. Like,
well, it's like I sent you that video the other day of those bodybuilders that are like enormous guys.
yeah.
And then I forget his name, but he's like pretty much the world's most famous strongman. He's enormous, and he made them look like almost my size in comparison.
Yeah. They also look like they were like 5 feet tall.
No, they're taller than that. That dude's just, I'm pretty sure that guy's like 6'10" or something.
Oh. So do you think that you would be comfortable fighting a gorilla with a weapon?
No.
Not even a gun? Like a pistol?
How far away am I?
Let's just say you're in a basketball court. Let's just say that, right?
Yeah,
Like
with a
you're in an
gun,
arena, and you have a gun, just like a regular pistol, like a 9mm.
Because they're not like bears. They have taut skin, and like they don't have the fat deposits that they have where they're going to shrug that off.
But do you feel confident enough with a gun to where
Yeah.
you're going to be able to hit him? Because I think that would be a scary fucking situation.
But
to be in.
that's the only scenario. There's not. You couldn't be like, oh, well, what if you had a sword or a
Yeah.
chainsaw or anything else? Anything that has to be like I have to swing it
Yeah.
or be in close proximity. It's just not worth the risk.
Yeah, you're right. It's
Because not only are they way stronger. Well, let's say I had a chainsaw. I swing at it, and he could bat it away, and it would probably cut him and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But he doesn't care.
Then he would immediately grab you and
Bite into me with his fangs that are like just as long as lions. And
Would you fight a lion or a tiger if you had a gun in that same situation?
I mean, if I had to, I'm not like like signing up for any of these things to do it, but like,
No, I'm saying,
would I feel confident with a gun or something?
if you're put into a situation with that same situation with a tiger or a lion, I don't know which one's scarier. Do you think you could kill it before it killed you with a gun?
Possibly.
Because I don't know how thick their skin is.
Those animals aren't as bad. The animals you have to worry about more so with, like, if you're using a gun. Well, obviously you have to be able to hit them, but like the ones that would be harder to kill with regular guns are like bears, rhinos, elephants, stuff like that.
Because of their skin.
Well, they
Whatever
have
else.
really thick hide and they have like a lot of fat and stuff. But that's why people like there's a big thing on Joe Rogan between like gorillas and bears. And like a bear, as much as like a gorilla should be able to, because it's got opposable thumbs and is stronger and shit like that. Like it couldn't get to anything vital in the bear.
Yeah. Does it have a stronger bite than a bear?
I don't know off the top of my head, but they have a way stronger bite than you'd think.
What about? No, let's move past it.
Just
'Cause then I
what
could just-
animals?
Well, I was gonna start throwing in like, what if you had help with other animals? But that would just be never ending if I went down that path. Do you want to get into dad texts?
We can.
I think I'm gonna. I don't know if I'll do it for this episode, but I'm gonna make a little dad text. It's a short song,
Okay, you should do that. I can maybe draw like a picture of your dad or something.
or I could send you. I found some pictures the other day of him. I could either send you one and you could go off of that, or if you think you can just do it by memory.
God, these span quite a bit of time that your dad is obsessed with these coupons. It goes from like June to November.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think
June
some of our
6th to November 6th.
some of our texts get deleted because I was scrolling through and there was just a big gaps. Like sometimes it would just be me responding and there would be no text from him. So I don't know why.
Does he just send you a bunch of stuff about coupons then?
Yeah. Like if we had all the text messages in between that for some reason were
Like
deleted.
he's not referring to the same set
Oh, he
of
could
coupons.
be. I mean, he could be doing, but there would be more text about coupons in between there if I had all of them.
Okay. I guess I'll start. Do you ever eat at Hardee's? Can you eat their food? I have a couple coupons. Let me know, please.
Do you remember the time I told you that's how he asked me questions sometimes? He was like, "Do you like this? Can you eat this?" I'm like, first of all, which one do you want me to answer? And second of all, can I? Because if you're asking me if I can, yes. But then like, if you see my response, it's no, and then I'll let you read it.
No, I don't. Hey, have you heard anything from you for a while? Send us a text or call or thumbs up or something. I like to know if you got your coupons. Give us a call or text as soon as you can. Thank you back. And then he sends a bicep and a thumbs up. Yeah, I'll check when I get home.
It's funny because he said, he's basically asking me if I can use these coupons, and I said no. And then the next text is
That wasn't a good enough answer.
He said it was like
he's not genuinely asking you these things. A lot of times I've noticed when he asks you a question, what he's saying is, I'm going to put you in this situation. Here's how I'm presenting it. Here's another one. Getting any win, come back. To check your mail, I got a coupon in there. It expires today, come back. And then he sent you magic sigils.
Coupons and mail.
Check your mail. Hey, sorry, I can't talk right now. Which you sent him 12 hours later. Okay, did you use the coupon I sent you? Come back, cheeseburger. I haven't got my mail yet.
If I said that 12 hours later when he probably called me is why I said that.
Oh, yeah. Did you use the coupon I sent you? Come back. I haven't got my mail yet, but I'll check. But I'll get it tonight. Too late on the coupon now. Maybe you can buy yourself a hamburger. Come back. Too late on the coupon. Come back.
Notice that the text messages were like one right after the other. So he asked me if I got the coupon, and then right after that, I responded. He said, "Too late." Like it's almost like I had 30 seconds to use that coupon before it expired or something.
Yeah. Yay, 6 Tuesday. Yay. And then you didn't respond to that. And then he sent you a Tom and Jerry picture.
Yeah, that might have been ones that I didn't.
Then he sent you a picture of some animals that he had murdered. Had to get help from a strong back. Did you make it home yet? Come back. He really wants you to come back. God damn. Here's some weather emojis. Good deal. Is it somebody in Bowling Green or are here? To which you just said Bowling Green. What is he saying? What is he asking you?
I don't know.
Good deal. Is it somebody in Bowling Green or are here? Bowling Green.
I just wanted to
Nice. Okay. Hope you have a good report. Keep us up to date. Hope everything goes well. Take care of your teeth. They mean a lot to you. Take care of your body and your brain. Take care. Talk to you later.
I like how he says, "Take care of your teeth. They mean a lot to you." Oh.
Oh, man.
Which might have been funnier if he said, "Take care of your teeth. They mean a lot to me." That might have been.
Your teeth mean a lot to me. Neither of them is.
But it's just funny because he could have said your teeth are very, like, he means like your teeth are important, but he worded it that way.
Okay, so then we jump again, to which he just sends you the number 7 and a person in a gorilla mask that says awesome sauce. Then he says, "Why are some good shoes out there? It is slick, come back." And a cartwheel emoji.
Why are some good shoes out there?
Why are some good shoes out there? It is slick, come back. Why did he just send you the number 7?
I don't know. Or didn't he send the number 6 earlier? Maybe he's like doing something subliminally that I'm not aware of.
I said 6 Tuesday.
6 Tuesday. Maybe it's 7 Wednesday, or it's always a code. I don't know.
Those are the dad texts.
Oh, that was all of them?
Yeah. Good deal. Is it somebody in Bowling Green or are here? Bowling Green.
I was going to send more, but I'm like, we'll space it out.
Nice. So what's now? What's now? What's
like a cool a drum roll. Papa Kisses. Let's talk about Papa Kisses.
Papa Kisses.
Papa Kisses.
But we didn't really like sit and write things down.
Oh.
Fuck it, we can just say whatever. It doesn't matter.
Let's just talk about his origins and.
Well, we don't really know his origins.
Well, like,
you just mean
how
how we created it?
Yeah. Do you remember?
Yeah, I said make a song about Papa Kisses, and then you did.
You didn't give me any context. I think I might have even asked you like a question, and you're like, I don't know. It's up to you.
Well, I think I made it very clear that he was like kind of a Latin Ricky Martin-esque type character. I think that's about all I told you.
I don't remember that part, but it would make sense because
that's immediately what you did.
Yeah.
And it's exactly what I wanted. So
I do remember how I came up with the first, like how I started the song. It was just me improvising. So I made I did like a little beat in there in GarageBand, and then I would just put my headphones on, microphone in, and just started improvising and recorded it on my iPad, and was like, oh, should I actually like this? And so I went back and just fixed some things that maybe didn't make sense, or I stumbled over words and stuff. The first song, at least, was basically a freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
At first, and then I probably added some stuff and tweaked some stuff too. So that was kind of interesting.
Yeah. It was late in the evening, we were walking down the alley when a shadow jumped out, scared my girlfriend named Sally. Sally jumped back and she yelled, "What is this?" Then his big brown lips whispered, "Papa kisses. Papa kisses. Papa kisses. Papa kisses. Papa kisses. Papa kisses. Come here. It's just me. Papa kisses. Yeah. Yo. Mic check 1 2. Listen. It was early in the morning, woke up from sleep, went downstairs to get something to eat. I heard something in the kitchen, didn't know what was wrong, so I said, "Sally, what's going on?" Now she turned to me and said, "Guess who it is?" Then his big brown lips whispered, "Yeah, bitch, I broke into your house and I scoured your fridge. I'm in here cooking. You want some eggs with your biscuits? Oh, by the way, do you have any kids? And when you're done, don't forget to do your motherfucking dishes. Papa kisses. Papa kisses. Papa kisses. Papa kisses. Papa kisses. Yeah. Come here, girl. It's me, Papa kisses. Come here. Hey, come here, girl. Yeah.
So Papa Kisses is this. I mean, he's obviously Latin of some sort. Kind of, he's got
Latino.
like, yeah, he's like this, the slick, kind of leather pants, nice boots, silk shirt, yeah, slick back hair. He's very well kept, possibly wears makeup. You know, he definitely has painted nails. He's very fluid, like everything.
He's also very mysterious. Like, he's the kind of guy that you're gonna just be walking, like, he'll just pop up. That's how he starts off, popping up in an alley. He's very creepy.
But you're just as likely to see him in like
An opera.
an opera or like a really exclusive club as you are to see him in like a dirty, scary back alley. Like, possibly within seconds of each other. Like,
I could see him being in like a club or something. You know, like you look over and he's over in the corner sitting at a table, and maybe he's like looking right at you.
And he's in like the
1,000
VIP.
people. Yeah. And then you like look away. You're like, he's still looking right at me. And you look back and he's gone. Like, you just don't know. You don't know shit about him, and that's part of what makes him so great.
There's also you haven't seen it, but there's a scene in the movie Fright Night from the 80s where the main vampire is chasing the two main characters kind of through the alley at night, and they go into a club like that, and he comes in there and it entrances the girl. That reminds me so much of like a Papa Kisses thing, because he's like, well, obviously he kind of teleports around because he's a vampire.
Yeah.
And stuff, and he like locks eyes and hypnotizes her and stuff like that, and eventually he gets in trouble, so the bouncers try and like kick him out, and he just like twists their arms and like throws them across the room and stuff like that. And that's like a very Papa Kisses thing too.
That's very Papa Kisses. But then he's gonna be making you. Wait, did he make breakfast?
Yeah, he woke up. He made breakfast, but
he's broken someone's house
and cooked them breakfast. But then it's like, well, just make sure you do the dishes.
Yeah.
Like,
so,
by the way, do you have any kids? And I feel like he already knows the answer.
He knows. I imagined him following these two people home, a couple. I'm not sure if he did anything that night, but he broke in the house at some point, scoured their fridge. They wake up in the morning to the smell of breakfast, and they walk downstairs, and Papa Kisses is probably in some kind of a robe, and his ass is hanging out. I'm sure he's
in like an apron.
Yeah, just an apron only. Maybe his chastity belt.
Probably. Well, he never takes a chastity belt though.
So an apron and a chastity belt, and he just looks back like this, like, "Oh, you're awake?"
And he doesn't ask for your permission. He just basically looks at you like, "It's fine that I did this."
Yeah, you can't. You're too scared to be like, get out of the house. You kind of like slowly maybe sit down at the breakfast table and accept his breakfast, Do you want some eggs with your biscuits? And
Well, I imagine he's already made them like an elaborate breakfast spread. Like he's cooked enough food for like 20 people.
and he's got like all kinds of assorted fruits
And it's up to you. Like, does he want something from you? So he's done this.
with no explanation.
Yeah. Like he's done you a favor that you didn't ask for, without your knowing of his existence, and now you have to.
Well, you did see him the night before in an alley, I think.
Okay, yeah, but but you don't really know who he is or what he's about. You know nothing about him, but he's targeted you for a reason, and he has supposedly done you a favor. So where does it go from here?
That's a big question.
And he's never outwardly threatening, even with his words. He has an aura that's like, I'd better behave.
Yeah, the other people better behave.
Papakissis also wears like a medieval iron chastity belt for some reason.
That's something that you added for sure, because
Yeah.
you put that on the drawing without us ever talking about it.
But it just makes sense.
Yeah,
I don't know why it does.
it's for.
Yeah, it's not
I'm not
for
sure
him.
if it's for our good.
It's
or
for
if
everyone
his
else's good.
or if it's if it's just for good.
I've done this for good.
This is for good.
But see, for good could mean forever.
Exactly.
So is it forever or is it for the sake of goodness?
I imagine Papakissis as timeless, eternal.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm saying like
Obviously.
it's the chastity belt forever. Like when he says,
I
for
don't know.
good.
Was he born with it?
We don't know.
Could be.
Born with a chastity belt. Was he born to begin with?
He could have been summoned.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Papakissis.
Papakissis.
But he's good. He's a classic character.
Hey, come here.
But see, here's the thing with Papakissis, though. I don't see him as entirely frightening, because he's a guy that can show up and like kind of light up the room too. Like he could show up and throw a party for like 500 people, and everyone would love him and think it was like the best party ever. You know what I mean? Like he's very sociable, very inviting, but there's just like some type of gleam in his eye as he does all this that, like, if you're aware, you would be like, oh, there's something off about this guy. Because I don't think he's as interesting if it's very obvious that he's evil. Because we don't really even know if he is. We just know that he doesn't obey anyone else's rules. But he also lives in a 1-bedroom apartment with no furnishings. Papakissis has
he does have some furnishings.
Well, he's got a bed and he's got a nightstand.
What else has he got? What has he got in that nightstand?
And in that nightstand is his poop comb.
Gotta have one.
Which is another thing that is up for interpretation. Really, I think what it is he combs poop out of his ass hair with the poop comb, and then he puts it in his nightstand.
He never washes it?
No. Maybe. I don't know. But that's where he keeps it.
That's where he keeps it. The next time he needs it, you know where to find it. Right there in the nightstand with the previous amount of poop on it.
Possibly.
Poop and hair.
He may wash it every now and then, but he definitely doesn't wash it every night or after every use.
I would say that he actually brings it to people's homes and he puts it in the sink when he tells them to wash the dishes. Like he just, that's how he gets it clean.
Do your dishes and also clean that poop cum. I don't know who that belongs to, but
you guys need to wash it.
So yeah, there's Papakissis. Did we leave anything out?
No, not for now. We can come back to him when we do Papakissis 2 or 3 or Infinity. Should we make up names or should we just not make up names?
I don't enjoy making up names as much when I feel like I'm like on the spot. I also don't know how much fun it is for people to just watch us say,
well, I know it's
Dingle Schnorf Ball Trip.
Dingle Schnarf Ball Trip. See, I can just write that out on the screen too.
And that's a name.
I'm just thinking about how funny it is in Practical Jokers whenever they have to say those names like to focus group people or whatever.
But that's all about context because they're like presenting it to, and it's like these people have shown up expecting a normal scenario and now here they are.
But they're also trying not to laugh. So I think that would be like if we did start doing something like that, we would have to, maybe we could pre-prepare the names. Would you say pre-prepare or do you just say prepare?
I think it would just be prepare, but pre-prepare. Pre-prepare.
We would
I don't even like
come up with the names.
Pre-prepare. Pre-prepare.
Pre-prepare. It sounds like a paprika.
Pre-prepare.
Did you put the pre-prepare in the recipe?
Ignition?
So we prepared some names for each other, and then we had to tell the other person the name with that, and the other person is not allowed to laugh. Would that work?
We could do that.
What did you say? What was your name?
I've already forgotten.
Snargaloid.
Something ball trip.
Did you say Snargaloid?
I did not say Snargaloid.
Snargle-
Snargaloid is good.
Snargaloid. Romgoni. Snargaloid Romgoni. Yeah, it's harder to come up with the names when I feel like I have to.
Snargle and Lloyd are good.
Snargaloid, yeah.
Swoggle is good. Swoggle Chops.
Swoggle Chops.
Swoggle Chops was better than Little Swaps. I don't care anyways. But I can't remember if we talked about that on the podcast yet.
No, we brought it up, then we just skimmed past it.
That sounds right. That's the correct choice.
Yeah. Well, let's just talk about what I think we should do.
Well, let's just talk about what I want to.
You want to talk about Swoggle Chops?
No, we talk about whatever you're about to say. It just sounded like that's what you were about to go.
Well, I was kind of like basically just saying like, well, maybe we should just get past this whole name section for now.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just thought of what you told me earlier about the video you have of me. It's funny because the last episode, me and Kyler talked about me breaking somebody's arm. Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron just goes around wounding people.
I think what it was back when I actually used to work out, like our friends would always just challenge me to stuff. I'm like, dude, like that's where that arm wrestling thing happened. And then Ethan would also do the same thing sometimes when he get drunk.
Well, it's like when people are playing basketball and they see you're tall, and so they're like,
yeah,
hey, you play basketball?
Yeah,
it's
like, pretty much. It's like, hey, you work out, you want to wrestle? No. No, dude. But we used to get drunk a lot, and Ethan would end up talking shit, and of course we'd end up I'd have to fucking shut his mouth. I'll have to get his permission, but I'm gonna show this video of. I haven't watched it in a while.
You offered to let him get you in a headlock, and you're like, I guarantee that I can get out of it.
Yeah, like a chokehold. I'll let him start off having me in a chokehold, and I was like, dude, I guarantee you, I could get out of this. And I just wanted to just prove a point because he was probably talking shit. I will say this: it did suck at first.
Well, yeah, it sucks to be choked by a grown man.
Well, when you're in it, you realize, oh shit, like, not only is it hard to get out of, but I'm also choking.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not like arm wrestling where you like let someone get you to the very bottom and you say I could come all the way back up and beat you. It's like you're losing air. You feel yourself dying, and so it's sort of scary because you're like, yeah, when you lose oxygen, everything else everything's completely different than it is in regular thinking mode. I haven't watched the video in a while, but I ended up like slamming him. I think I slammed his head on the ground.
Yeah, directly on the top of his head, and it sounds like someone just like dropped a 60-pound weight on the floor.
That's all Ethan weighed.
Well, pretty much, but and then it's just me and Alex like screaming with laughter in the background.
You have to send me this video as soon as we're done. Yeah, I'll help us backfire on me. All right, let's say how about
we go.
Yeah, we're gonna sit down here.
All right.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Shit! Oh my god! Yeah.
Tickle face! Wait, what's the stomach? Check out when you're done.
We haven't done that in a while, but that used to be how we'd call each other on the phone.
Huh?
We would call each other, and it would be like a minimum of 2 minutes of us just making noises before we actually said what we need to say. It's just a minute of us wrecking into each other in our vehicles while also on the phone. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, queen. Next time, I think we should do the Too Much Sunshine guy, and we get each other's reactions. So I'll show you the song, and we'll somehow play it on there simultaneously, and you show me the picture.
I think I should show you the picture first, so then we have an idea of what the guy looks like as
Okay.
he's singing.
Okay.
So then we have like, it may not match at all.
Dude, this is the song I told you about that I'm just sort of, sometimes I'll sing in my head. There's a certain part of it that I sing in my head over and over, and I keep saying different lines, and I keep like trying to figure out which ones are the best. I just wanted to shock you, and also I want the drawing to shock me, and also have nothing to like. Yeah. What have we decided about him? So the sunshine thickens his bald scalp, and he doesn't prefer it. Because I'm trying to remember what you texted me.
It makes him feel just fine.
He doesn't prefer it, but it's fine. Yeah. That's what we've concluded about him, is that he is talking about there being too much sunshine, and he also says that it thickens his bald scalp, and he doesn't prefer it, but it's fine. So that's what we have in common, and everything else is going to be to our
If
own
you haven't
interpretation.
figured out yet, all we do is come up with like frustrating middle-aged men who are like hyper-fixated on one particular thing. And that's how we design characters.
Yeah, and it's funny because like just from the text message segment, you can see how
Yeah,
like my dad, maybe we're just like obsessed with our dads.
I think we are.
I'm not.
We've got dad fever.
I promise I'm not.
I promise. I guarantee you I'm not obsessed with my father.
I guarantee you I'm not. I'll call him right now. I'll call him every 5 minutes and tell him I'm not obsessed with him. No, I'm really not. It's just something funny to talk about
Every single time.
every single day. I'm not obsessed with him, I promise. It's just something funny to talk about when I wake up, and usually during on lunchtime, and then before I go to bed I'll talk about him again. I just can't get enough of it, if I'm being honest. If I'm
But
being
I'm
bashful.
not obsessed at all.
No.
No.
God, no.
No. Oh, please.
No. There's a video. I doubt I'm going to be able to recover it from my old phone, but it's of Dylan and Ethan boxing. And Dylan, at one point, knocks Ethan back with his energy. Like I think he's like throwing punches, but the punches aren't landing. And Ethan's just moving backwards as if Dylan's shooting energy blasts out with his fists. It's not planned. They're actually boxing. That's what happens at the end. Dylan's.
I hit him. I'm pretty sure.
You might have hit him like a little bit. Actually,
It's me
I
just
don't
going
remember.
like this, like towards him, pushing him back.
But it's like he's just like.
Well, the last punch does hit,
I honestly don't remember the video. I wish to God I could get it off my phone.
and it's nothing crazy. It's not like we're like going full force or anything. We're just messing around.
Yeah.
But then I happen to hit him at one point, and he just disappears and flies back into my room, and it's really funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Dude, that reminds me. My friend Jacob, he bought a secondhand PS3. This has been 10 years ago. So we turn it on after he gets it, and Jacob's showing me this, and I'm not prepared. He's just laughing because he knows what's coming. And there is maybe 3,000 close-up pics of like old black pussies, and that's about all that's on there.
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
And that's it. And we thought it was so fucking funny. And we would just scroll through it for like hours. And there's no like full body shots of like hot girls or anything. It's all close up pictures of pussies and buttholes.
That's super weird.
Yeah.
To me, there's nothing like attractive about that.
And there's 3,000 of them. I can't remember the exact number, but there are multiple thousand. It's not like
Yeah.
here's a handful.
Yeah.
Like a couple weren't enough.
Do you think it was like of his girlfriend, or was it just like random ones?
No, you could tell that they were just
they were found online.
Yeah.
That's so strange.
because they were very clearly not all the same girl.
To me, it's just close-ups of pussies and assholes is not appealing at all.
Well,
I don't
then
know.
you would not have enjoyed this PlayStation 3.
Maybe that would have like
Awakened something in you.
awakened me.
I am awakened.
My black pussy passion. That could be a song.
Yeah, it sure could.
like a 70s, like a disco, which I don't even know how that sounds off the top of my head.
Black pussy passion.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good start, I think, actually. Black pussy passion. I said 3,000 pussies all on your PS3.
Super close up.
Super close up and sometimes asshole.
But I like it. They were so close up that like the skin looked scaly. Like you could see it, every pore, and I'm assuming they were human. They could have been fucking elephant or lizard pussies as far as the... No, not really, but they... Like,
this is the part of the podcast where
everyone's like hypertensive. Now it's getting good.
this is where I'm going to start, actually, whenever I edit it. Everything else I'm trashing. And I'm starting right here.
And this episode can be called Black Pussy Passion.
See, part of me wants to do stuff like that, but then there's another part of me that's like, I think that if we've gained any fans at this point, this might be where we lose them all, and then we go back to like 1 view, 2 views, and it's me and maybe you, and then not that it's about that. I'm just saying like. Because this is stuff that I'm like not even really interested in talking about. It's just funny because we never talk about this. We never talk about Black Pussy Passion. So I think that's why it's the most interesting thing that we've talked about today, because we've never said those words. which is part of I think why we started this podcast, was to like create stuff on the spot, and we are.
It's so funny because this is like what I thrive in. This is what I feel
Black
like.
Pussy. Finally, this is where I thrive. I've been waiting for years for you to talk about black pussy with me, and you've always avoided it. We're finally bringing it up, and
somehow you keep wriggling out of it.
I don't know why you always change the subject.
Now I finally ensnared you.
Oh my god.
Uh,
I feel like now I do have to write a song about it. One thing at a time.
Have to. I've got to. We've yet to have that thing, at least on the podcast, where we just like really crack up over like a particular concept.
It's hard to plan that.
Oh yeah, I mean you can't plan it. But
I could write down like a segment.
Black Pussy Passion.
This is gonna be the newest segment of our show. Also, the Black
Pussy Passion segment.
we talk about thousands. We talk about thousands of close up black pussies and assholes. Okay. In every segment of this from now on, every episode, we talk about this.
Oh my god.
We could just start a whole new podcast called Black Pussy Passion, and might do pretty good actually. I think it would attract a whole new audience.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think we're good, but I think the episode needs to be called Black Pussy Passion.
Well, it might be. All right. Well, there you have it. There's another episode, just like that.
Yep. So.
Okay. Bye.
And bye. I farted.